This is a piece of the Berlin Wall that was given to all the people who were there when the wall was being broken. Berlin Wall came down in November 1989. And Gurdeep Singh from UNI, India, economics correspondents, had gone over there along with a few other journalists. And we have this menhir kind of a Berlin Wall that is the pride of his collection of the souvenirs he's collected from different countries over the years. So this is it. That is a souvenir window. So let me tell you something about it, that after the Second World War, that is when the Allies divided up Germany, the ruined city of Berlin, which had been the capital of Nazi Germany, was divided into 4 sectors, one for each of the occupying forces. But when Germany became the Federal Republic of Germany in the west and the German Democratic Republic in the east, the city of Berlin was split like a walnut along the crack between the Soviet occupation zone and the parts occupied by the Americans, the French and the British into east and west. East Berlin was named the capital of the German Democratic Republic. West Berlin remained technically an occupied city. Not officially part of the Federal Republic of Germany, but still under the watchful eyes of the Allies, France, Britain, and the United States. Of course, not to mention the watchful eyes of the Soviet Union. But Berlin stayed that way, divided for 40 years. 40 years, hard to believe, right? So in divided Berlin, the two sides caught up in what was known as the Cold War, the capitalists versus the communists, the Western democracies against the Soviet bloc, glared at each other over the border and eventually over a barbed wired minefield-ridden, flood-lit, concrete-slabbed, Grand Dog patrolled anti-fascist protection wall. Well, that's what the East German officials sometimes called it. Ordinary people just called it the wall, not that they hated everything about it. So 1989, the wall came down, and it was such a, I believe, Gurdeep told us the scene was something there was jubilation, there was so much of happiness, people uniting. What is sad is that the rank and file they have to bear with whatever rules are made by the higher-ups, and sometimes they don't even understand what it is. So that's the Berlin Wall. That's a piece of Berlin Wall that reminds, a relic, a reminder of, say, human madness, we can say. And of course, bringing it down was something that getting a little good sense. That's a piece of the Berlin Wall.